In America, salt played a role in the Civil War that most history books barely mention, but which significantly affected the outcome. The Confederate South had a critical salt problem. Salt was essential for preserving food, particularly pork, which was the primary meat of the Confederate Army and civilian population. But the South had very limited salt production capacity compared to the North. The Union recognized this weakness and made destroying Confederate salt works a military priority. Union forces specifically targeted salt production facilities in Virginia, Florida, and Louisiana. The fall of Saltville, Virginia, the Confederacy's most important salt works, in late 1864, contributed directly to the food supply crisis that accelerated Confederate collapse. Historians have argued that the South's salt shortage was one of the underappreciated logistical factors in Confederate defeat. An army and a civilian population that couldn't properly preserve food couldn't sustain a war indefinitely. Meanwhile, in the North, the Erie Canal, completed in 1825, was partly built to transport salt from the enormous deposits in Onondaga County, New York, to markets across the eastern United States. New York State's salt production was so central to the early American economy that a salt barrel was included on the state's original seal. After the Civil War, as refrigeration technology developed and food preservation became less dependent on salt, its economic importance began its long decline. But by then, salt had already done its work, shaping the geography, economy, and politics of a nation.